Hey, what's up YouTube? Making a video about how to strip down these FJ60 BJ60 doors. I was trying to do a video for the front and the back doors, but forgot to hit record in the last video. So one more door to go and start stripping it down. Starting off by slicing out the vapor barrier, water barrier from the inside of the door with a razor blade. Then with a 10mm socket, just quickly undoing all the bolts, keeping them off to the side. Well, not all the bolts, just the ones that are preventing the plastic from coming out. On the rear doors, I kept the vapor barrier because I'm going to cut out the section where the ashtray goes, and I'll put it back into new plastic. Again, using a 10mm socket, just undoing the rest of the bolts from the crank, as well as the speaker. Make sure you're scribbling down identification of the door that these parts are coming from. It makes it easier to put them back on later. They all match. A few Phillips screws you have to take out. I back them out by hand first and then use the drill to finish it off. At the bottom of the window, there's two 10mm bolts you have to undo. That'll separate it from the lift mechanism. For the speaker wire, there's a little Christmas tree installed from the inside. Just push that back on in and pull the wire through with the grommet. I like to put the bolts back into the piece I just removed, so it's easier to put back in later. In order to get this out, you have to separate that plastic bushing and push the pin through. That'll release it from the handle, then you can push it through. Next, you got to remove the lock cylinder. Just pull that back and pop out. There's two more 10mm bolts you have to undo, and it removes an extension to the glass sliding rail from the inside. Then you should be able to pull the handle out along with its components. Gently sliding the glass all the way down, you can start pulling out the inner weather stripping. With the weather stripping removed, you can gently use a screwdriver to pop out all the clips that hold in the wiper that goes along the bottom. Lastly, with a pair of pliers, needle nose pliers, just pulling out the Christmas tree style weather stripping retaining clips. Now with some concentrated degreaser, just spraying it all over and gonna wash it down. It's a great finger and hand workout, by the way. So once the panel was all cleaned up and degreased, I went ahead and made these little panels, little patch panels to put in. I just butt welded them along the edge and as well as bent them around to the inner panel. I had to do some inner panels as well. I just forgot to roll it over and film it, and as well as this, there's some surface bubbling rust. And once I get this all sanded down, I'll be able to prime it and put it back on the truck.